Recorded at GCSAA 2025 in San Diego, California. Here's your host, SiteOne Golf representative, Micah Wise.
Jordan, thanks for coming by. Would you take a minute to introduce yourself to the listening audience?
Yeah, thanks. Jordan Caplan. I'm the golf course superintendent at Belvedere Golf Club in Charlevoix, Michigan.
Awesome. How's the show been for you so far this week?
Oh, it's been great. I'd say
Can't beat the weather, right?
weather's good. Time adjustment is it takes a couple days, but yeah, it's been fun. Learned a lot.
Good. How much through kind of as you're planning to come out here, what do you kind of get most excited about? Is it like some of the education stuff? Is it the trade show? Seeing a lot of superintendents that you work with in your local area and the state associations that you're with?
Yeah, it's a mix of everything. Taking some education earlier in the week, and then yeah, just being able to see people. It's funny, you come all this way for the conference, and you tend to kind of mingle in your Michigan circle.
Yeah.
So I really do like seeing friends and former colleagues who I worked with in other areas of the country as well.
Sure.
Meeting new friends as well too.
Yeah, it's great. It's such a unique industry that we have where competing clubs are. Yeah, there is competition, but it's also a bit of this brotherhood of like-minded, hardworking men and women that always kind of very, very easy to just help each other out, share information,
Absolutely,
best practices, things of that nature, and it's pretty unique for the industry at large, I think. How did you initially get into the golf business?
I can't really pinpoint anything other than after my freshman year of college at Michigan State, I took a job on a golf course. I thought it'd be fun as a kid. Always liked helping out in the yard, mowing the yard. I think it was more the riding the mower or doing this or that. It wasn't really the grass.
Yeah.
And then it kind of just worked out really well that it was something after my first summer of working on a golf course that I was interested in. Happened to be at Michigan State, who has a world-renowned program for it, and haven't looked back since.
Yeah. So you've been at the Belvedere Club up in Charlevoix, Northern Michigan, for 5 years now?
5 years.
Yeah.
Yep.
Prior to moving up north, where were you at? Like, kind of, what was your path from education, internships?
Yeah. So
Various stops along the way.
Michigan State. I did my internship on the East Coast at course north of Boston, Myopia Hunt Club. And then after graduation, there was a course in Lansing, Eagle Eye Golf Club. So I worked there for a couple of years. It was a really nice stepping stone. Kind of got an entry level assistant position. I had always been told in school that your degree from MSU is more valuable the farther away you go. From Michigan, so ended up going out to Philadelphia for the Philadelphia Cricket Club. Worked for Dan Mearsman out there for 7 years, and appreciate all the mentoring there and the friends and colleagues I made. It was a big operation. Several assistants per course, superintendent per course, and I think that really kind of attracted me to that just that you'd be with peers, similar ages, similar goals.
Yeah.
And then, came back to Michigan, which is nice. East Coast was fun. There's a lot to do. We've got a slightly different lifestyle in Northern Michigan.
Yeah, we do.
Now I can't sit at a red light for more than,
Nothing infuriates me more than a Northern Michigan traffic jam. Just, I'm getting angry just thinking about it now. It's terrible.
Yep.
But again, there are real problems in the world. Me having to sit at a red light for 3 minutes is not too big of a deal.
3 minutes or 3 hours. I mean, take your pick.
Yeah. uh, uh, what throughout your path, the various courses that you work with, the various professionals that you have provided mentorship to you, what are maybe some of the key things that you've taken away from them that you want to implement in your own position as a leader at Belvedere?
Yeah, I think you go to school, you're learning, you're getting experience in the field. So I think the grass part, well, there's always something to learn. I mean, that's assumed.
Sure.
You're gonna learn the ins and outs of the types of grasses that you're managing, the soils. I think what I picked up from my mentors mostly was kind of how to communicate and be in a boardroom with the membership.
Sure.
I mean, I think those skills are equally as important to the agronomic skills that we.
100%. And the longer that you're in it, the more experience you gain. I would even go as far as to say that the grass kind of becomes the easy part.
Absolutely, yeah.
And not that we ever take our eye off the ball. Like that's
Yeah, well, the grass, the grass is predictable.
it is it is predictable.
And
But it's hot and dry. It doesn't like it. When
Yep.
it's too much of anything, it doesn't like it.
Yeah.
And we just try to manage all the variables that we can. But people,
Yep,
whew,
yep. So it's some of these
tricky.
other, budgeting,
Yeah.
certain other responsibilities that we have. That's where I feel my mentors really helped me along the way.
Wow, that's great insight. That's great insight. And it's something I'm sure you currently do and you will continue to impart upon and onto your interns and assistants, and as they as the Philly Dan's tree of superintendents and assistants that have gone out in the world, like you're over time going to have your own as well, and they're going to take some of those key people skilled features of your management along with them. So
Absolutely.
yeah. What would you say are some misconceptions you hear about the golf course industry from either members or just the public in general?
I think there's always, and maybe for good reason, conceptions of the inputs that are going into a golf course. The fact of the matter is, 25, 30 years ago, there were a lot of inputs on the golf course.
Sure.
So,
Well, yeah.
some of those are
It got
still
way more efficient.
still probably haunting us. Water usage. We live in Michigan. There's no shortage of water where we are, but I look at it as we're really just kind of using water from one area, putting it in another area, and the old water cycle just continues. So I think just misconceptions about our efforts to be sustainable. We're in a city like Philadelphia, one of our courses was in the downtown, and here's a beautiful green space with
Yeah.
with animals on it, and it's
In the midst of a concrete
and yeah,
jungle.
exactly. So I think some of that outside noise, we're always going to have a little of it, but
Sure.
definitely moving forward, doing the things that we know are right to do.
Yeah. Have you guys completed or been working on any projects, big or small, at the club that have been kind of fun to work on or stressful to work on? Any insights on some of the things that are maybe a bit above and beyond just your normal like mowing maintenance?
Yeah, the club, the golf clubs, we're actually 100 years old this summer.
Centennial. Nice.
Centennial, so we're going to celebrate that. It's a summer club. Shoulder season. It's not like there's a ton of time between when the snow falls and to do things. So it's always just been little by little, fixing mowing lines, doing tree work. So that's been exciting to kind of jump in on that while there's still plenty of that work to be done. We've done tees. We did something really cool. We built a short game facility.
Yeah.
It's about an acre. It's just for the members to use and practice shots anywhere between close and 100 yards probably maximum. And
Sure.
we did. I know this is SiteOne podcast, but we used your S1 seed on it for the whole thing, and fantastic. It
Oh, no,
it grew in great.
well, we appreciate the sale a couple years ago. Appreciate the plug, but as always, yeah, really really value your friendship, your support as a customer, being willing to trust me and us at times, and making some product recommendations, and no one was more thrilled than I when that seed popped and grew in as well as it did.
Oh yeah,
It was a good feeling.
yeah. So it's been established for a couple of years, and it's been going good. Then great area for it. The blessing is it's not terribly busy all the time too.
Sure.
So it's a nice balance of it's usually in pretty good shape.
Yeah. Over the years, and certainly coming to a show like this, you see so many different improvements and advancements in technology in general. Has there been a specific tool or piece of technology that has really become like a consistent feature in your maintenance strategy that doesn't even have to be necessarily turf, phones, email, and anything?
Yeah, absolutely. When I came into the industry, it was right about the time that the moisture meters,
Sure.
came online, and use and still do use those extensively. I mean,
Mhm.
especially on a new property,
Yeah.
it's a nice
Figure
way
out where
to
your number is, and
figure out where your numbers are. To be able to get ahead of some of those wilt issues and stuff. The old way of did it make a footprint or not? By by then it was kind of too late. So to kind of be on the ground in the industry when those really came online, and that continues to help me to this day. And I know we're diving more into more underground sensors and stuff.
sure.
But I mean, how easy is it? Just pull your moisture meter out when in doubt.
Yeah.
Check your spots on the greens that you're concerned about.
No, great point. As you've been walking around the trade show floor today, is there just anything that kind of caught your eye, or like that's
Yeah, I saw the I've seen pictures of it, but the larger fairway mower, the Firefly,
yeah.
I saw one of those, and it looks like the Batmobile.
Yeah.
It's a lot bigger than I thought it.
I haven't been over there and seen it yet.
Yeah.
That's on the bucket list.
Yeah, so that was cool. I
try to
mean,
see it
there's a ton of big shiny toys that I would love to
Oh, yeah.
get in and play with.
Find a use for that.
Haven't made it down to the end with the drones down there. So
Sure.
yeah, looking forward to spending the next rest of today and part of tomorrow and
Yeah,
taking it all in.
that's fantastic. Couple last questions before we wrap up, because appreciate your time, but I want to honor it because there's a lot to get through at the trade show floor today, and I want to be respectful of your time. But what advice would you have for newcomers to the industry, or those looking to become superintendents?
Yeah, I think
It's a big question, but
yeah, I think it goes. I might have hit on this earlier, but you're going to graduate school, you're going to get experience working for the superintendent, and you're going to learn a lot. I think you do need to focus on your communication skills,
Yeah.
taking that next step. I mean, how to properly write a resume, how to do a resume so that it stands out in the pile, and yeah, just being able to conduct yourself when you're at a job interview,
yeah,
what to wear at the job interview. So
sure.
I think it's expected that our up and coming into our industry are eager to learn. They're going to work hard, but
Yeah.
just refine those skills to be able to be successful.
Yeah, that's a great point. That's a great point. Real easy questions now. Favorite mid-round snack with the halfway house?
Ooh, I don't know. I think like a trail mix or something.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay. I like it.
I don't want to get like stuff all over my hands and stuff, so just something simple like that.
Hot dog for me. I can't.
Yeah,
It's the best.
could be too messy.
Sounds to love it. But there are certainly a few like Uncrustables like hanging out in my golf bag too, for sure. So
Hopefully not from last year.
no, fresh. My friend, thank you so much for taking the time, sitting with me today. Always a pleasure to sit down with you. Think you're doing great things at the Belvedere Club. Love to have a chance to be a part of it, and have a safe 2025 and enjoy the rest of the show this year. Or
Yes.
next couple days.
Thank you for having me. Thanks for SiteOne for being here.
Thank you, brother.
Don't forget to join us in 2 weeks for the next episode of Confessions of the Craft. Hear past recordings wherever you like to download podcasts. And follow SiteOne on Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn for the latest from the green industry's leading distributor.